Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol AMRH. We'll take a look at the 30-minute time frame. Real quick, what do I mean by 30-minute in case maybe you're new to charts? Instead of each one of these candlesticks here representing 1 day's worth of price action, which is what you would normally see, each one represents 30 minutes. So while this here may look like several days worth of time, it's actually today's price action broken down into 30-minute time slices. I like to this time frame, and does a good job of telling the quote-unquote story of the price, and then makes mapping out levels of support and resistance a bit easier to see. Did this analysis yesterday, so that's where the green line annotation is coming from here. And want to get things updated after what I would call a pretty disappointing day. I realize there is perspective that goes into it. I mean, case in point, if you bought yesterday down around here, then sure, the price pulled back quite a bit, but even where it closed right here, you would still technically be in the green. But as far as just kind of the overall vibe, if you will, of the chart, and when you stop and think about the dynamics of the day, so I mean, the price closed Wednesday there, and then today went up as high as right there. I mean, things were looking at that point in time quite bullish. However, the rest of the day unfolded, and essentially the price didn't sacrifice all its gains, but pretty close. So can you sit here and say that the entire chart is totally ruined? No, you can't say that because, like I said, the bulls do still have a chance to build a higher base, and I'll get to that in a second. But as far as just kind of looking at the overall dynamic, like I said earlier, vibe of the day, somewhat of a disappointing day given just how nice of a gap up it was. And then the price, as I just pointed out, couldn't really maintain itself. But to be fair, the bulls do still have an opportunity to build a higher base. And, the price could come down here to this 40-cent mark, do something like that, and then work its way back upwards. And from the big picture point of view, what would that give you? Well, you'd have a set of lows right there. You'd have these lows down there. If you picture each one of those as stair steps, well, hey, the overall stair steps would still be technically progressing in the upwards direction, and that's what you would want to see. You want to see progress being made forward, and 40 cents is that quote-unquote progress point. Now, in the event the price does start to turn things around, where are some of these levels of resistance at? First key area to keep an eye on with any sort of bounce is going to be that former area of support that had formed during the day, and that was right there around 58 cents. If the price can push up above 58, then the next key overall level to keep an eye on is going to be that purple line right there, which is the 50-period simple moving average. Keyword being moving, so that line is going to move itself downwards as tomorrow unfolds. But overall, yeah, the overall chart still got a chance, like I showed, to build that higher base. But yeah, kind of a buzzkill of a day given how much the price did sacrifice its gains that it had. But yeah, maybe the bulls can chip away and build a higher base. We shall see. One of the biggest questions I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now, and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.